Time for Ping, Standouts, and Wipeout.
It was almost a year ago when I was wiping out in Hawaii with the Clippers. Training camp starts 2 weeks from Tuesday in Hawaii. We will be there. KTLA got full coverage of that. It's that time again where we present the best and worst in sports in a segment we do call Standouts and Wipeouts, brought to you by your local Southern California Ford dealers. Have you driven a F-150 lately? They're out on the road. I see them a lot. Stunner. Saints-Cowboys game. Stunning performance. And if you started Alvin Kamara here on your fantasy team, you are likely winning right now as you go into the final Monday night game, as he sliced and diced the Dallas defense for 4 touchdowns, 3 rushing, 1 receiving. You get a lot of points for that. Second time in his career the running back has had 4 TDs in the game. He also had 180 total yards, with 57 of those coming on receiving yards, as the Saints dominated the Cowboys 44-19. I'm telling you, that's worth 50-plus fantasy points. 50. I'm so relaxed in our little living room, I'm going to sit back. Our second standout, featuring another upset between the Niners and the Vikings. Remember, the Niners are here in L.A. next week against the Rams. They were favored by 3.5, the Niners, on the road, but former USC Trojan Sam Darnold and Justin Jefferson said not in their house. From his own end zone. Who knew he had that in him? Kirk Cousins, who connects with his top receiver, all the way cutting back, beats 2 defenders. He later left with a quad contusion, but expects to play next week. Vikings upset the Niners 23-17. That should be a good one here next week at SoFi. Fantasy Football League, right here at KTLA. I auto-drafted. I thought it could be better. And lost to one of our sports producers, Jason Drance, last week. Now, right now, this weekend, I'm facing anchor Frank Buckley, who's sleeping right now. Frank, getting ready to be in here for the 7 a.m. morning news. So our wipeout comes from the fantasy team that he is going against. I started Jaguars tight end Evan Ingram, who hurt his hamstring in pregame warm-ups and did not play. 0 points. Even if he had played, wouldn't help because they lost. Lawrence completed less than 50% of his passes, no TDs, sacked 4 times, including here in the end zone for a safety. And Jacksonville's loss to the Browns, 18-13. Okay, Buckley. You got the last lap because I can't win. Here's our fantasy matchup. How it shakes out. I'm down by 5 points. I can't win. I have nobody more. And I got no players remaining. He's got 1 to go. If I only have replaced Ingram. I just wasn't up early enough. Buckley goes 2-0. I go 0-2. Henry DiCarlo, also part of our fantasy league here at KTLA 5. Did Henry win today? Is he winning? That's the question. Much more, a little bit more.